The school bell rang, echoing through the crowded hallways like a war drum, signaling the end of another mundane period. Students hurriedly shoved lockers closed, exchanged hurried hellos, and navigated the throng of classmates like a chaotic river. In the midst of this chaos walked Emma Carter, a quiet 16-year-old with soft brown hair falling just past her shoulders, wearing a gray hoodie, black skinny jeans, and white sneakers slightly scuffed at the toes. Her hazel eyes darted nervously from side to side as she clutched her worn backpack, trying her best to avoid the eyes of the school's notorious troublemakers. For weeks, Emma had been trying to blend into the background, slipping through hallways unnoticed, keeping her Krav Maga training a tightly guarded secret. Her parents, both former military personnel, had insisted she learn self-defense, though she had vowed never to use it in school unless absolutely necessary. But today, fate seemed determined to test her resolve. It started as a whisper, a ripple of laughter that grew louder as she approached her locker. Ryan Matthews, the tallest and most aggressive boy in her grade, leaned against the lockers with a smirk that never left his face. His friends snickered behind him, circling like wolves sensing prey. Emma felt her stomach tighten as Ryan's gaze locked onto her. She had seen this look before, the look that meant trouble, that meant humiliation. "You think you can just waltz through here without anyone noticing, huh?" Ryan's voice was low but carried the sharp edge of menace. Emma hesitated, her fingers tightening around the straps of her backpack. She took a cautious step back, hoping to defuse the situation by ignoring him. But Ryan didn't budge. Before she could react, he lunged forward, his hand shooting out to grab her by the throat. Panic surged through her as her feet shuffled backward against the cold linoleum floor. The hall seemed to shrink around her, every student turning into a blurry observer of the imminent confrontation. Ryan's grip tightened, his sneer widening, as if he knew he had already won. And then something inside Emma shifted. Every second felt like slow motion. She felt the years of Krav Maga drills, the strikes, the counters, the discipline, all training ingrained deep into her muscles, rise to the surface. She knew she couldn't hesitate. One wrong move, and this bully would cross a line she would regret not stopping sooner. With a controlled inhale, she anchored her feet, grounding herself. Using her training, she twisted her body slightly to the side, breaking the leverage Ryan thought he had. Her fingers found his wrist, applying pressure in the precise way she had been taught. Ryan's eyes widened in disbelief as he suddenly felt his own balance crumble. Before he could react further, Emma's other hand shot up, striking the sensitive point beneath his chin with a measured force, enough to stun, not to injure. The hallway erupted into gasps and whispers. Students stopped mid-step, staring at the scene with wide eyes. Ryan staggered back, clutching his jaw, completely unprepared for the counterattack. His friends froze, unsure whether to intervene or run. Emma's eyes, once nervous and timid, now shone with a controlled intensity, a quiet storm waiting to be acknowledged. "Stay back," she said, her voice calm but carrying the unmistakable weight of authority. Ryan blinked, shock still etched across his face. This wasn't the scared, weak girl he expected. This was someone entirely different, someone dangerous if crossed. One of his friends, Toby, finally found his voice, coughing nervously. We were just joking, dude. Calm down." But Emma didn't relax. Her body remained poised, every muscle alert, ready to respond if necessary. The lesson Ryan had thought he was teaching, that Emma could be intimidated, had backfired spectacularly. Another student, a tall girl with long blonde hair named Maya, stepped forward cautiously. "Emma, maybe we should just go," she whispered. But Emma shook her head. This was a statement, a line drawn. Bullying had its limits, and today she was proving that no one could cross her without consequence. Ryan, finally gathering some composure, spat out a small curse and backed away. His pride hurt more than his body. "This isn't over," he muttered under his breath. Emma didn't flinch, didn't respond. She simply straightened, adjusted her hoodie, and continued to her locker as if nothing had happened, though everyone in the hallway knew everything had changed. By the time she reached her locker, her hands were steady, her pulse returning to normal. She grabbed her books, sliding them into her backpack with a calm precision. That belied the adrenaline still coursing through her veins. Around her, whispers followed like shadows, eyes still wide with awe and curiosity. For the first time, Emma realized that keeping her strength hidden wasn't just about staying safe. It was about knowing when to unleash it. As she walked down the hallway toward her next class, her mind replayed every detail of the encounter. She had protected herself, defended her dignity, and yet had maintained control. The power she carried, secret though it was, had shifted the balance in her favor. Emma smiled faintly to herself. She knew the next days would bring new challenges, new bullies, and perhaps even retaliation. But now she carried an invisible armor of confidence, one forged not by fear, but by discipline and skill. The camera pans over the hallway filled with stunned students, lingering briefly on Ryan's glowering face, then on Emma's calm, determined expression. Narration cuts in. Sometimes the quietest voices hide the loudest strength. And in a world where fear rules the hallways, courage is the ultimate rebellion. The chapter ends with Emma slipping into her classroom. The tension in the hallway is still palpable. Her secret remains, her power undisclosed, but the first spark of respect, fear, and awe has ignited.